was just 11 years old, I took the lives of 2 other kids. They only discovered what I had done because I revealed a very important detail of the case to the police, and I'm still out here today, free as a bird. But nobody knows where I am. I'm Mary Bell, and my story started when I was just 11 years old in Newcastle, UK, back in 1968. I took the lives of Martin Brown, who was just 4, and Brian Hall, only 3. You wouldn't believe the way it all went down. Growing up in an area full of abandoned houses, kids like me played wherever we could. On May 25, 1968, 3 kids were playing when they stumbled upon the body of a boy lying on the ground. It was a shock. They ran for help, and some nearby workers tried to revive him, but it was too late. The police couldn't figure out how he had died at first. There were no obvious signs, just some blood and foam in his mouth. Then things got really strange. The very next day, a clue emerged. Someone had vandalized a local daycare center, leaving behind a note that read, "We took the life of Martin Brown." Everyone thought it was just a sick joke, but it was me and my friend who had done that. Fast forward about a month, and things escalated. On July 21, 1968, little Brian Hall was playing in front of his house with me and some others. When night fell and he didn't come home, his family panicked. They called the police, and after a big search, Brian was found lifeless, hidden among concrete blocks and tree branches. What caught everyone's attention this time were the marks on his neck and some bruises on his body. It was later confirmed that someone had used both hands to choke him, one hand on his neck and the other covering his nose. But the most shocking detail? A broken pair of scissors was found at the scene, which had also been used to try and carve an M into Brian's belly. They found fibers on his clothes that didn't belong to him, and all signs pointed to someone his own age being involved. As the police focused on me and my friend, it became clear we had a history. Just a couple of months earlier, another boy had reported that I had pushed him off a roof while playing. The police had warned us, but let us go. This time, though, they weren't as forgiving. During the second round of questioning, I slipped up. I mentioned seeing another boy playing with Brian the day he was found, but that boy was actually at the airport with his family, not anywhere near the scene. My friend eventually confessed, claiming she saw me take Brian's life but insisted she had nothing to do with it. By then, it was obvious we were both involved. The trial lasted 7 days, and on December 17, 1968, I was found guilty of murder, while my friend was acquitted. They concluded I was the mastermind behind the actions, while my friend was easily influenced. I was sentenced to 12 years in a secure facility and was released at age 23 in 1980. Once I got out, I was given a new identity and moved away to start fresh. I've kept a low profile since then. Now, at 66, I look back on my life and the terrible things I did as a child. A lot of it came from my childhood. My mother didn't want me, and I suffered abuse both physically and emotionally. I don't excuse my actions, but I hope people can understand how my troubled past influenced who I became. What do you think of my story?